All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We got a bunch of stuff we're doing. Hold up. Let me real quick. Give me a second. I just gotta post this. I just gotta post it. All right, we finna get it cracking. All right, we getting it cracking. All right, I need to keep. Okay, I think I'm just gonna have it. I do like the full screen though, but I was watching this. We're getting to the fresh and fit stuff, cause it just has my interest right now. Just heavy. I was watching this partially, so. Oh, let me plug in my headphones. Let me plug these headphones in real quick. So we can get to the business. Alright. Let's see.
Bag gets stolen or whatever.
Yep.
She's going to still expect a certain level of boyfriend energy or behavior, even if she's not having sex with you, which is fine. You guys are finessing. Like, you should do it. Because let's flip the role. Let's say you guys came to my house every night, right? And we had sex and I told you, all right, you got to go. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh.
And then you left.
Oh.
And I never ever like talked to you or asked you how your day was or anything. And we just solely had sex and I told you to leave right after. Hey, sorry, you got to go. How'd that make you feel?
Obviously, she's coming back, so she agreeing with it, right?
Yeah, but how would that make you feel long term?
I mean, used.
Used, right? That's exactly how men feel in the friend
would
zone.
be the
It's just
only-
that when a guy uses a woman for sex, it's considered like fucked up. But if a girl uses a guy for friendship, no one bats an eye. But it's the same exact concept. If a man that uses a woman for sex is the same as a woman that uses a guy to be a friend, because both parties are missing what they actually want. The woman wants attention and affection from the man, and the man wants sexual access. And in both scenarios, you're giving up your commodity without getting what you want in return. The girls want attention and affection, but giving up sex, not getting it, right? And then the man is giving up attention and resources, but not getting sex, which is what he wants from the woman. So it's a finesse. So it's in your best interest to have a guy.
Yeah,
friend.
finesse.
Can I ask
Listen,
you something? They're both accepting
Finesse
it,
away.
then it is what it is.
Oh, he's not accepting it. He's just tolerating it for a time with ulterior motives. Somebody has some?
Yeah. Have you ever had like an open communication with a girl before?
Yes, which is why
Like,
I don't
how
have
open
female
is
friends.
open?
Oh, very open.
So what
Hell,
does that
we
look
do it
like
every
for you?
night. Women can't take the truth, man.
Yeah. Depends.
Okay, so what does that look like?
What do you mean?
Like, what does the open communication for you guys look like?
Like me talking? Like, you got to give me an example here. Like what?
Like, are you expressing, this is what I want from you? What do you want from me?
Yes, and girls.
I mean, of course, like clearly up front. Clearly, they're pretty upfront about this shit.
Like, here's the thing. I don't deal with a girl unless it's sexual in the first place.
But I'm asking, what are you asking for, and what is she asking for in return? Like, what would the typical situation look like?
Well, I mean, it's not like we just sit there and outline, hey, well, you know what? I want this from
I
you.
think that's the
And
problem.
you want
then.
this? No,
No.
because that's Western bullshit. Like,
That's
yo,
a contract.
that sounds
That's not
great.
Western bullshit.
No,
it's more
because
so
here's the thing.
Eastern philosophy.
We could
Like
sit
you said,
here and say that, like, you can be completely honest. Sit down with your girl and tell her what's on your mind. No, women are not equipped to handle the truth. You guys do not like the truth.
That's a generalization.
That is a
Yeah,
very
what
big
does that
generalization.
mean
I think that
exactly?
maybe that's
Generalization.
what
Not
you're
everybody's the
attracting
same.
Well,
more
the
so
point-
than
the
what
point-
that really is,
the po-
because I know a fair amount of people who can actually handle the truth, myself included.
The point,
Yeah.
the point
So-
that Myron's
They say-
making, and the point we need to all.
they say myself included. Nah, you can't handle the truth. You want the truth? You can't handle the truth.
Is that the dating game is a subtle game, right?
Yeah.
If I were to meet you and take you on a date, I would flirt with you, right? I would try and make it cool that I like you, but in a subtle way. I wouldn't be sitting there going, "Hey, met you 5 minutes ago, so let's listen. I'm an honest guy.
Listen.
Let's lay down the contract here. I'm trying to bang." Like it's just weird. That's
Like-
not how the things work, right? And when Myron's saying is
It's
when he
not.
only talks to a girl when he has sexual interest. His point is, if he talks to you and he wants to take you on a date, etc., he's flirting with you. He's making it obvious his intentions, but not in an overly creepy, overly contractual way. When you're saying, "Have you ever had an open?"
Gosh, I need a. All right, let's go.
dialogue, et cetera, et cetera. The reason we can't answer that question is because if we meet a woman and we want to come across charming and not come across like a weirdo, we're not going to sit there and start talking about, "This is my honest contractual agreements. I met you." That's not what it's going to be. It's going to be like,
Not
you're
necessarily.
absolutely
Not
fornicating.
right.
I've
It
definitely
takes
had somebody
time.
say, like, I want to have sex with you.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Okay, thank you.
I'm
Thank
sure-
you for
Did you fuck
making
him?
that very clear.
Did you fuck
Yes,
him?
I did.
You did. But had you guys been
Wait.
speaking
Oh, okay, all right.
Okay,
Alright.
thank you.
I'm
Thank
sure-
you for
Did you fuck
making
him?
that very clear.
Did you fuck
Yes,
him?
I did.
You did. But had you guys been
Wait.
speaking prior?
Where's he now?
Hmm?
Where's he now?
Oh, I let it go.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
But
But that
here's
was
the
their
thing:
agreement.
had you guys spoken prior? Was there a relationship established prior to that?
There was for a period of time.
That's the
And,
that's the key.
no. But then we actually had a falling out, and then we became friends, and very quickly
Oh, friends.
made
yeah,
it clear.
Cool. Friends, then
Okay,
fucked. Got it.
friends, sure, friends. Got back into communication, and then that was communicated, and I was like, okay,
But here's the
cool.
thing.
Thank you for communicating
sounds-
that openly.
You were familiar
and
with him prior,
sincerely.
so that defeats the entire what you're trying to say. Because
Not
if a man meets a
necessarily.
woman, if a man meets a woman off rip, and I come up to you at the nightclub and I'm like, listen, I'm just trying to fornicate. I don't really care about what you got to say. I'm just trying to do this. You would look at me like, what the fuck? Like,
Uh-oh, retard alert.
and you'll leave. And you'll leave. You ain't gonna take me serious. Like, men can't afford to be honest with women, man. They can't. They have to play the game.
But
They gotta
see-
charm you. They
Yeah.
gotta come in. They
Like,
gotta
that's heavy risk just off.
say things a certain way. That's
Oh,
have
But you'd be
mannerisms.
surprised. There's
I
some
don't
women who
know.
actually
I
will be
would
like,
just
yeah,
want
you
to
want to
try
just
something
get down
differently
You-
for
bro,
just a week
there's
and just
to-
see how it goes.
You have to understand there's somebody for everybody. So the same way you just want to be like, yeah, let's get down nasty. Another girl will be like, yeah,
Okay,
what's up?
listen.
There are people that are with it, and they're
Exactly.
thank you
Find
for
the
your
ones who are
honesty.
with it.
I
Hold on,
appreciate that. That's fucking hot.
Ladies. You can say that.
You said, you said make that wait 6 months to smash.
You can say that.
Did all this little friend zone, oh this and that. He had to fall out with her, do all this stuff, and then he come back and say this, and she just
But
all
the-
game for it. Like what we do all this for, bruh? What?
Minority
Why?
of what you're describing is statistically insignificant.
No,
In
I
other
agree.
words-
I really do.
In other words, if there's 100 women, 97 of them are gonna say, "Fuck off! I'm not smashing you, you weirdo."
But those 3 say yes.
Okay, but guess
For
what,
you.
though? Well, if there's a 3, okay, if I told you to jump out of a plane and your parachute has a 97% chance of not deploying, would you jump out the plane?
You're right. I'm not.
Exactly. So that's why we don't say that dumb shit and be honest with women, because it doesn't
That's
work.
why we don't say that dumb shit.
But
It doesn't
lying.
work.
is
But then
And
those
also-
aren't the women for
and
you,
also-
and it's
Go
about
after
Think about
the
this,
women
right?
who want
Michael,
to.
Think about this, right? If you want to have the best odds in your favor,
Yes.
right? Like you're saying, 97% versus 3%. Why am I gonna test the water and say, you know what? Let me see if she's one that 3%.
You're
Or I can
not.
say, you know what? I can do a little finesse with it. Say, you know what? This is a general statement. I want to take you out. I'm not gonna say up front, I want to smash you. I'm gonna say it in a nice, polite way, so I'm not gonna turn you off, and we can go from there. But for me to say that to your face and then you say, oh hell no,
Yeah.
I just wasted my time and your time.
No, of
Yeah, I mean honestly, yeah.
course. But like, you could feel a girl.
I don't think
out
that's wasting your time though, because if you get a direct answer, then you're not going to proceed
and keep
to
wasting.
have dates and encounters
You
with
made
somebody that is not
something-
interested
No, but
in
you said something.
But what if you do take her on the date and then maybe she's not initially interested, but she's like, okay, he's kind of cute, or he got jewelry on, maybe he has money, or he drives a nice car, whatever. Then you take her on the date and she realizes actually he's kind of cool. Okay, now that open communication can be had because
6
you
months
felt
later.
the vibe.
Yeah.
It could be one day, it could be 6. You don't know.
It depends on the person.
But
No, it's
as
interesting
you
what she
are-
said to us, because you
I'm good.
actually, and it's great to have you on the panel. You're giving us a good storyline to discuss. But the storyline that you just told us about this dude and you banged this dude, whatever, you completely vindicated the point I was making. And I've been around the block, right? I know you girls don't know me. I've been around. All right. So I know the world. I know the game. I'm an old man. I'm the grandpa of the table. Right. So here's what happened in the scenario she just described. I was friends with this guy. Right. We ended up having a falling out. The only reason male and female friends fall out is because the dude's pissed off he ain't fucked. So
Thank you. Like, why did we do all this for? What did I do? What did I do all this for? That's what I want to know. Like, what, like, had to do all this, had to fall out, had to do all, like, and in the end, I said, later I just said I want to smash, and then I just want to smash. And then, it's just, like, after that, just bye.
So they had a falling out because she got a new
She
man.
knows he's telling the truth.
No, you're not wrong.
No,
You're not wrong.
I'm not wrong.
No.
She got
do all this, wait 8 months, whatever it is, like, goodness.
a new man, or she started dating someone, or she rejected him, got pissed off they didn't fuck. We got back in communication, right? So he said so. He came back to try again. Then he said to her, I just want to fuck. So he came back and did exactly what I said a man should do. Sit down and say, you're beautiful. We need to get this on. I'm tired of the game. And he got laid.
I'm
I'm
not
tired of the game success.
at it.
So what you just did is, after disagreeing with me for 20 minutes, it's just completely agree with me and prove me absolutely correct. So everything I've said so far is right. It's all right. Now that man had more balls than all these other dudes who haven't said it yet. But they all
They're
want to do
spiritual
the same.
friends.
Respect to him. He got what he wanted. He had to. You know what? I can guarantee, bro. I can guarantee.
Yeah.
He woke up the
Bro,
next.
I love
He woke up the next day saying, "No more astrology. Thank fuck. I'm tired of her spiritual bullshit. I've seen the titties. I'm done. Bounce." So that's what he got. What he wanted, and he bounced. All
no,
the
you didn't bounce. I bounced.
okay.
Period.
All the other guys.
Okay.
All the other guys.
He was in love.
Girls
all
gotta
the-
take a L.
No, he was in love, and I was not.
Okay, fine. Okay, no. That's a valid point. That's a very valid point. He got what he wanted, and she bounced. That's a very valid point. But it doesn't matter. He still got what he wanted. And my point is, that guy was true to the intention that I laid out that a man should do, and got what he wanted. The other
Exactly.
dudes who you're saying are not like this guy.
Oh no, these other men, they're just my friends, and just like underlying it all, like I said, if you call them up right now and say, hey, come over, there they are.
He was your friend and he fucked, but all your other friends don't want to fuck just because they're too pussy to lay it down. It's the same. It's the same. You need to accept that. Now, the smartest thing a woman could say in your position is this, because I've met some very clever girls. I live in Eastern Europe, right? I live in Romania, Poland, Russia. These girls are the biggest finessers on the planet.
Bam.
These girls are the biggest finessers. You girls talk about finessing. Well, you're still getting fucked. So you ain't finesse nothing. These girls are getting money they're on a billionaire's boat. No one's touched them. That's finessing. The game's when they don't get what they want, right? You don't win. You don't win if a dude bangs you. Doesn't matter if you dump him, whatever. He banged you, he wins, right? So these finessers, they're smart because what they'll do is sit there and go, I have a bunch of male friends. They absolutely all want to fuck me. I completely know that and I exploit it. No, they won't be allowed to touch me. They're not going to sit here and lie and pretend there's some spiritual connection because Mars is in the rising moon. Some bullshit. You're lying. Stop lying and just admit you got a bunch of dudes who want to bang you and you enjoy the attention. Just say it on the podcast.
Yeah,
You
but
must
like
have-
honestly, that's what it. Like you want attention, and they're willing to give it to you. You have a bunch of men that like you. I'm not gonna say fully like you, but it's a heavy factor in them talking to you. Whatever is that you are attractive, and they want certain thing. You like the attention.
Just throwing an opinion real quick.
Just say it on the podcast.
First and foremost,
Yes, I have
I'm not saying I have a bunch of dudes that give me attention because all of these people,
cap.
which is
Stop the cap.
I have a solid 2 friends that I have a very good foundation with.
Good.
We
And I
don't
don't wanna
speak on a
smash?
daily basis. We don't speak on a weekly basis. Sometimes we don't
You don't have to, for one. And we'll have like I'll have a podcast with some friends and stuff going a little later, a bunch of other stuff. So
even speak on a monthly basis. So it's not all this attention.
Okay.
That's an
So
assumption.
they're not your friends then.
Okay, then maybe they're not.
They're acquaintances.
I mean, shit.
All right.
God
Bro,
damn.
so
bro.
you
We got
When he did like the night with the
We got
97%
super chats.
Okay,
It doesn't
We got
matter.
super chats here. We got video to
Yeah,
respond to.
it's
Let's move.
uh,
Let's move forward.
real talk, guys.
I
out
need
there that are
vodka.
watching.
My brain's hurting. I need vodka. I need booze, bro.
Vodka.
Yo,
Please.
it's, it's a waste.
Please.
Christina,
Help me.
bring the
Help
gold
me.
Red Bull.
We got Jose Rodriguez here.
Yo, yeah, no, Jose Rodriguez, $20, guys. The main takeaway from that conversation is this: never allow a woman to put you in a friend zone. If she puts you in a friend zone, she don't respect you, she don't like you like that. Go deal with another woman.
Facts.
It's not in your best interest to have female friends. It's stupid.
Why sit in it?
If she's really your friend, she ain't gonna be upset that you're fucking someone hotter than her. So don't worry about it.
No,
Yeah.
why not?
sit in it,
You're right.
though?
That's fair.
see, but like even like that, like men, like look, you don't like. I'm not gonna say it. You don't like sports. You don't like most of the stuff that men care about. You like women really. If there's no like, if she was 400 pounds, like you're not talking. Like you said, you're not talking to her. You're not talking to her, bro. She's 400 pounds. There is nothing to talk about. They'll do that, but like, if 400 pounds, there's nothing to talk about. You have to be.
Okay.
Like,
I'm-
if I want to go hang out, like, if I want someone who's funny, I'll find one of my homies is a lot funnier than whatever most of the jokes that you got. If I want somebody to talk about the shit I care about, sports, whatnot, you're not the one to talk about it.
I'm gonna be proud of you. I'm gonna say, good for you.
Okay.
Moral
Jose
Good
support.
Rodriguez.
for fucking you.
Moral
Yes.
support.
So where we at?
Jose
Oh,
Rodriguez.
Jose. Okay, shout out to #1 podcast in the world, 500K, making history, road to 1 million. Guys, please.
Ladies, pause. Thank you.
Keep up the great work, fam. Tate is GOAT. Amazing interview. Thank you.
Very true.
Andrew Bass, $110 super sticker. Thank you so much. DM 2799. What? What up? ICUG, unvaxxed in Canada, planning my escape from a first world country. Satan taking over. God's warriors, stay ready. Okay.
Asteroid.
$20, electric relaxation. Put things in perspective, Myron. There is a guy out there that paid $10,000 US to receive that girl's saliva, and you got her for free. /FFring. Following Future's footsteps, we up.
That's crazy.
Yeah. No, I know her life sucks, guys. That's why I'm not like too mad. DL Saint, $50. I believe most people in the chat and in the world truly can't comprehend what Brother Tate has shared with us on this platform. I challenge everyone, especially men, to truly understand what Andrew Tate is sharing with the world. It's life-changing.
It's very
Thanks,
true.
DL Saint.
It's very true.
Big Bando Stacks. Shout out to the #1 podcast in the world.
Me, like, how does that make sense?
That's-
If you've been friends with somebody for 6 + 7 years,
Just
and
know your
they
lane.
have helped you through, maybe you had a death in your family, maybe you went through a really hard situation with a girl and you had a breakup, whatever the case may be. Who am I to sit here and say that relationship is no longer valid because I'm now in your life?
As long as
And
she's
I trump
respect-
Stop the cap.
everything.
Yeah, as long
Exactly.
as it
If she
happened
respects our
before.
Do
As long as it
you?
was before.
Why
I
would I
also
say
know what I
that?
bring to the table.
That
So if
part.
you need that,
Then you can have it.
you can
Just
have
ready.
that.
Stay
But
there,
also,
baby.
if you feel that you need me, that means that there's something else that I bring that cannot provide. And I'm not insecure about that. I know that people bring different value.
At least I might not be your
Stop the cap.
You say that
person.
now.
She's honest.
You say that now, but if your fiance had a girl that he was spiritual with,
Yeah,
you would
you'd-
be
you'd
like,
panic.
cut that spirituality
Yeah.
bullshit
But
out.
see,
Yeah.
that's what life. That's what.
But-
Hell yeah. Come on, bro. Stop the cap. Bro, that is not even a thing, bro. That's not a thing. If your man you was married to somebody and he had another woman that he was spiritually connected to, who he had talked to for a long time, and they were good friends. Like, come on, and just hung out with her all the time. Whatever, we've had a connect. He's over here FaceTiming her. Like, you're saying stop that.
I
I
like,
think that's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think it
Yeah,
just
with
depends
the
because I
person.
want him to be deeply connected just with me, not
Correct.
another
Yeah.
girl.
You
But
can't
but
really
people
selfish
have
stuff.
different
Tell 'em.
wants and needs. So you might be somebody that wants
she
and
thinks all these men are just love her for her, huh?
needs someone to only be with you. With where I'm at, and you may be right about
They're just blind. They're just blind. Oh, is she attractive? I don't know. Shoot, I don't know. Shoot, is she? Shoot, that's crazy. Like, they're just blind.
that as well, because I'm just speaking from my experience with where I'm at in my life now, right? So, 5 years could go by and I could have a fiance where I'm like, I
How
did
old are you
this
right
for
now?
you. I'm 27. So I've done
People are really nice to you.
this for you. I've cut this off for you. I would like you to do the same. But with where I'm at now, I can only speak from what I have experienced. And what I have experienced, I don't want to be your everything. I don't want that. I really don't. I want you to have your own life. I want you to have your own friendships, relationships, whatever the case.
Oh, that's cool. Okay,
Maybe.
Then you
all right.
didn't-
Open relationship. All right, if that's what you're saying. I don't think that's what you're saying. But I could just go be me. You be you,
Loving.
Just as that's not true.
That is
Just
true.
as I want my
to love
own
is
life.
to liberate.
I am not isolating myself for one person. I have so much
Then-
life to
then
live.
what we-
I am not-
Just fired.
I'm not isolating myself for one person. I have so much
Then,
life to
then
live.
what we want as a
and that's
fiance, we just see it differently. We just
exactly,
don't
and
want the
people
same
just
thing.
want different
Yeah.
things.
Which is
And
fair.
with where I'm at in my life right now, I'm not going to put myself in a position to want and need those things if I'm not equally going to provide those things for
Amen.
somebody.
So wait, I have a question. Jade, I have a
Do
question.
you think you're equal to men?
Do I think I'm equal to men?
Yeah. Do you think you're going to be equal to your partner?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Wait, I have a
the problem.
That's the
question
issue.
Okay, we
for-
got it.
for
We
her.
got you.
Why
now
would
I
I
see
not
where
be
this is coming
equal to
from.
him?
Because we're different.
I just
I
want to
disagree.
know with like, say you have a boyfriend or like girlfriend, I don't know where you swing. What you're perfectly okay if he has
I
like
hope
a
she didn't
female
say race.
or like girlfriend, I don't know where you swing. What you're perfectly okay if he has like a female friend that he spends some time with, like, oh yeah, I'm spending time with like Alyssa today,
Mhm.
and he's like, and you're like, you want to spend time with him, but you're okay with him like spending time with her.
Because
Stop the cap. I'm just.
if you
Please stop the cap. Like, just please. You're lying. You are lying. Go back.
Time with like, oh yeah, I'm spending time with like Alyssa today,
Mhm.
and he's
And-
like, and you're like, you want to spend time with him, but you're okay with him like spending time with her.
because if you want to spend time with your friend,
Mm-hmm.
I
Put
I
cap-
sincerely value
Put cap emojis, man. Put cap emojis.
open communication. I'm going to be blatantly and sometimes brutally honest about
Correct.
where I'm at.
So you don't feel
So-
any envy.
I'm going to receive the same. I
Mhm.
only engage in those types of relationships.
Like,
If you have something else going on,
She seems like a responsible person. She does. She seems genuine. She seems a little responsible, but some of it is just not real.
with her, I'm going to know. It's
okay.
not going to be, this is just my friend and some sneak. No,
It's
I'm going
not-
to know you're fucking her.
it's not-
I'm going to know.
It's not Eve. If he's going to stay with Alyssa, it's not Eve.
So
It's 100% certain.
Okay.
You had some?
yeah. So I'm
Yeah. If they have this spiritual bond, they've talked to each other for years, whatever, and he's doing that, you don't got a chance.
It's not Eve.
so
It's 100% certain.
Yeah.
Okay.
You had some?
yeah.
And you just
so
came around and he's getting it over there, and he has a spiritual bond with this woman, you lost.
I'm 32 and I've been with my husband for 10 years. When I met him, I met his two girlfriends. They've known each other since middle school and high school. I know a woman he slept with, and I've asked the question, have you ever done it? There's no reason you're going to lie and say, no, you never done it with her. And then you're going to tell me you done it with them. So
Yeah.
the question was already asked. Beginning of the relationship, we were younger. So of course, you're thinking y'all kind of close. He's taking them out hey, I'm taking so-and-so, we're going out, it's their birthday. We meet the family, we're godparents. I have guy friends. There's nothing in my mind that's going to provoke you or possess you to say I have to drop friends that I've known before you just because they're men and they have their own life. They have their own women, their own kid. It has nothing to do with me or you. That's our relationship.
Well,
and the same goes for him and
That assumes men and women.
Y'all could be acquaintances. Friends, that just doesn't, How, Sway? How, y'all can be acquaintances. Y'all could, you know what I'm saying? Y'all could be acquaintances.
Are
Friends,
equal.
that's just
Women are
not-
far more tolerant of their man potentially and or possibly having sex with other women versus a man is not okay if he's in his right mind.
so
at
he
least.
should verbalize that. Your partner, like we always say, it's what you and your partner have in that relationship. If you know he's not about that,
No, you're
then
missing the
he's not
point.
about that.
You're missing the point. What I was saying
My
is that the reason why it doesn't bother you, or oh, I don't care if he has his female friends, whatever, is that a woman, subconsciously, or whether she wants to accept it or not, subconsciously is okay with her man having sex with other women if she values him enough and understands that he's a catch. Okay? It's been that way since the beginning of time. We talk about this on the pod all the time. Women have shared men since.
Agreed. If you was married to a super millionaire dude, whatever, you would be more tolerant. Of course.
Beginning of time.
They could be the same type of person. They could be all the same little attributes. If he has money, you're gonna be way more tolerant. And honestly, allow it.
It's only in modern day society now where women can run around and say he's running around fucking other bitches. This is fucked up. This is not fair. But reality is life is not fair to men and women. There's benefits that women get that men don't get to enjoy, and vice versa.
But your woman cheat on you, it's a wrap.
And one of the
that's a wrap.
benefits men get to enjoy that women don't is that if we have indiscriminate sex with other women, even when we have a wife at home, it's not that big a fucking deal. But it's a huge deal if you guys do it. Think about it. Any celebrity, athlete, high-ranking official, back in the time, sultans, kings, sheiks, whatever, they always had a multitude of women. They had their main girl, and then they had other women. So women, since the beginning of time, have accepted men being in male infidelity. But men do not tolerate female infidelity unless they're low value.
So I can't just respect their friendship. I can't just respect.
I'm saying that it's deeper than you accepting their friendship.
Well, I
is what I'm
mean-
trying to say.
I can just speak for as deep as it goes for me though. So I understand the value in those people before me. When I'm gone, if God forbid something happened to me, they're still gonna be here.
What I'm saying is-
You're not thinking about that. You're really not. You're really not thinking about that.
Is that you're I need you to step out your own 2 feet for a second and pretend you're not a woman. All I'm simply
something happened to me, they're still gonna be here.
what
So
I'm
it's
saying is that you're I need you to step out your own 2 feet for a second and pretend you're not a woman. All I'm simply saying is that a woman is far more tolerant of her husband dealing with other women than a man is tolerant of his wife dealing with other men.
That's the
I
point.
agree.
I did hear you when you said
Agreed.
that. So I said if your man is not tolerable, he should speak up.
Yeah, and
No, he
that's,
should just kick you to the curb.
And
You already
and he
lost.
hasn't done
You
it.
already lost. If your girl's out talking to other guys, there's nothing to talk about. You already lost.
And this is the point. You're right. We talked about verbalizing, and you're saying he hasn't done that. We all accept. We're humans, right? If someone's going to accept a scenario, then they're happy enough in that scenario. I didn't come along saying I was going to force you girls and lock you up. What did I say? I said if I gave you the choice and you chose them, I'd leave. That's why I said I'd bounce. That's it. I'm not gonna come along. I'm not gonna come along and start blocking contacts in your phone. No crazy shit. I'm gonna say
I'm not gonna put in all the effort to do all that. Do all that. What 100? Find if it's over.
I'm not gonna come along. I'm not gonna choice.
Like,
and you
not
chose
even
them.
gonna argue. Don't gotta argue about it. Don't gotta get upset. Deuces.
That's why I said I'd bounce. That's it. I'm not gonna come along. I'm not gonna come along and start blocking contacts in your phone. No crazy shit. I'm gonna say the kind of girl I would ever take seriously. It depends if we're just fucking, right? But if I said, look, I'm looking to build a relationship. I want to have children. I want to get married. The kind of girl I would take seriously is the kind of girl who ain't talking to dudes really, but me and her family or my family. I think that's enough men around to talk about masculine shit. I don't see why you need Jake fucking whoever. then I would not take her seriously and I would not be with her. That's my choice. And we're not saying that men need to come along and start locking you girls up. Nothing like that. We have to make our own choices as men.
For sure.
But the choice that I'm purporting is the most intelligent option, because you girls might all be fine young ladies, right? You might all have masculine influence and friends and male friends, and nothing bad might happen. But I tell you what, 99% of the time happens when you let your chick hang around with a bunch of dudes, and you know what that is as much as I know what that is. And there's a bunch of dudes out here who listen to this shit that the world tells them, because the whole world is a female imperative. Everything on the news, everything you see is all talking about woman bullshit. You're insecure if your chick doesn't hang around with a bunch of dudes, bunch of garbage, right? And they buy into it, and they're like, okay, I want to be secure, and I really like this girl. Yeah, go out drinking with them guys. There's no problems. 99% of the time, what happens? You know what happens as much as I know what happens, right?
So fool. Didn't tell you, and then she just gets emotional as soon as just start crying, and then you forgive her. Like, lame, man.
Absolutely wrecked. And just because you girls might be of too strong a moral fiber to do that, the majority of women fucking aren't. So if you're a man and you have a brain and you're doing your job as a man, any woman who's with me is living in my fucking mansion, rolling around in my Lambo with the big G. You think I'm gonna let her fuck off with some other dude and be seen in some restaurant with Joe Schmo? The fuck? No.
Come on now.
Embarrassing. Fucking no.
Embarrassing.
That's territorialism. That's embarrassing to me. Out of respect to me and all I'm gonna give you, including potential offspring, all I'm gonna do to look after you for the rest of your human years, you're not talking to that dickhead. End of conversation. And that's my
You want security, you want this, you're not. I'm sorry.
And if she doesn't like it, then fucking I'm out.
I want to go around the table real quick because she mentioned something earlier. Do you think men and women are equal?
No, I don't think they are.
No.
That's a yes. Okay.
No, but she's smart. This one's smart. You gotta be careful.
Because she wants to say but then the prior argument that we had, discussion.
Smart.
What do you think? Men and women are equal?
No.
No? I know you said yes. What about you?
No.
No?
No, they can't be.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so only one girl thinks men and women are equal. Okay.
We are very different. When we say this, women get triggered because we're trying to you make it sound like we don't value you.
No.
We're absolutely and utterly different, and we both excel at completely different things. I think that the most unhappy women of the world are the women who act like men, and the most unhappy men in the world are the men who act like women. I think we should all embrace our natural biological evolutionary roles. I think we're very, very different. So when we talk about equal, we're talking about in a very physical, visceral sense, right? This is what we're talking about. We're talking about, okay, let me give you girls an example. I'll ask you all a question, and please be honest. Imagine, let me think of an example. Okay, you're getting on a plane, and this plane is going to fly through a hurricane, right? There's a 25% chance you're going to make it. 75% chance, get caught up in the hurricane, you crash into the sea, and you die. Do you want a male pilot or a female pilot?
Doesn't matter.
I want a female pilot.
I want the
Lies!
one that's best.
All right, we'll go around the table. We'll go around the table. Male pilot or female pilot?
I want a female pilot.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
The best one.
No.
That's on your
It doesn't
We're not
matter.
talking about the best.
You
We're
gotta
saying
choose one.
You're boarding the plane.
You gotta choose one.
What's going to make you feel most comfortable?
You gotta choose one. One or the other,
A
man or
man
woman?
or a chick? That's what I'm asking. That's all I'm asking.
So man or woman? If you had to choose.
I guess,
The
man.
scenario is just a little messed up to where, it's,
Okay. What about you?
could have had a better scenario.
Women.
Okay.
Just basically saying the same thing.
Pass.
On that question.
No comment.
Blonde hair.
Liv.
I guess women.
Why are they lying to? Are they lying to themselves?
We're not. We just think
You
different than us.
feel more comfortable in a dangerous situation with a man in control than a woman in control.
But
No,
to remember,
women
like,
feel
you
more
would.
safe in a dangerous situation with men in control than women in control.
Facts.
That's a fact. When you call the police,
that you can't argue it. The scenario's a little like, oh, okay, but you can't argue.
something bad happened to you, you'd want a man to turn up. You don't want no chicks turning up. I don't know why you're
We're
lying
talking
to
about
yourself.
a plane. We're not talking about a street fight.
But
We're
the
talking about a
point
plane.
is, the point,
Precisely. We're not talking about a street fight. We're not talking
That's
about robbery.
worse.
Let's
That's
talk about
worse.
Legos for a second.
You're gonna
No, it's
die.
not worse because for the
Probably.
plane you just need to be smart, and women
You
who
need to be smart and
No.
you need to be skilled.
and
It has
control
nothing to
and
do-
skilled, and it's not
Okay,
about your
let me
physical
reframe the question.
attributes.
Ladies,
Absolutely
one
wrong.
penis at a time, please.
I'll tell you why you're all absolutely wrong. I'll tell you why you're all absolutely
What
wrong.
if we tell you why you're
Okay.
absolutely
Tell
wrong?
us.
You'll be
try.
more than welcome to do it. Go ahead, to give your point. Then, if he's wrong, you can go ahead and give
You can
him
try.
why he's wrong, Miss Blue.
Women are more emotional than men. Agreed?
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
In a dangerous situation that might invoke panic, where death is near certain, do you agree that a woman would panic probably easier than a man?
No.
That okay? Well, you should all go to war because you're just lying.
Yeah,
You're
I
lying.
mean, you should all go to
Okay,
war.
well,
Then.
you should all-
You should all go to war. You're fit. Like you know
agree
what
that
I'm
women
saying?
would
Like
panic probably easier than a man.
No.
That okay? Well, you should all go to war because you're just lying.
are
Yeah.
women who
lying.
do.
Yeah.
They're lying. They're all
I
lying.
think that
y'all should
maybe
be on the front lines. Man.
you have had that experience, so understandably, you can speak from that.
No, I know it's not about me having that experience. I'm telling you now as a biological fact. Men do not panic as easily as women.
If we're talking about biological facts,
And I'm
the
telling
only
you now,
reason-
I'm telling you now, right? We're on a podcast. If I were to say think fast and throw something at Myron, you turn catch it. If I say think
Come on, exactly. Come on.
fast and throw anything at you chicks, you're gonna
They
go
go-
and get hit in the face.
Yeah.
Because women panic. Women panic. It's been proven. Listen, this has been proven scientifically. Women have slower reactions than men. You're not evolved for combat. It's not a bad thing. You're evolved for something else. We have different
Physically.
roles. Physically, correct.
Physically.
So you have slower reactions. You panic easier. You can't handle
You're talking
pressure
about
the same.
Physically, though.
No,
Mentally, in
Let
a
him finish.
plane,
Hey,
we
ladies.
have to
Let him
think.
finish. Let him finish, and then you guys will absolutely have a chance
I'm telling
to
you,
rebut his claim. Let him finish, please. One mic at a time.
the
Go ahead.
pressure of the event is more likely to have a detrimental effect on the capability of a female than a male. Now, we all have evolutionary biological roles. There's nothing wrong with accepting that. I'll ask you another question because when I say this, you girls feel instinctual. You have to defend women. Let me give you another question. Let me ask you something because I'm trying to prove that men and women are slightly different.
Keep freezing
Would
up.
you leave your child in a daycare run exclusively by men?
Oh shit.
Or would you want women? Your little 2-year-old girl. Would you leave your 2-year-old girl with a bunch of big dudes in a daycare? Yes or no?
No.
No, you would not. Because you know that females have certain evolutionary biological roles,
Nurturing.
as do men. Men are evolved for combat. We think quicker in certain scenarios. Our reactions are faster than females. Look at, let me give you an example. My dad was a chess grandmaster. I'm a professional chess player. You want to talk about how there's no biological advantage, no physical advantage. Why can the best women in the world not get anywhere near the men? They get smoked. There's no reason why.
They
It's not
get
about muscle.
smoked.
They simply cannot calculate fast enough. Women were not evolved for it. Why? It's not about muscle. They simply cannot calculate fast.
Yeah,
They get
if he brings up that and like, there's no women that are even close, like
smoked.
that's something.
There's no reason
Cause that has nothing to do with physical, nothing.
why.
to-
It's not about muscle. They simply cannot calculate fast enough. Women were not evolved for it. We're not being disrespectful because you can do a bunch of shit that we can't do. What I'm saying is if you're going to put me on a plane that's about to fly through a hurricane, I want a man because a man will go down towards the ocean into certain death without screaming and letting go of the wheel. And most of you chicks can't even drive. So don't talk to me about flying planes. You can't even park cars. So that's the truth. That's the truth.
Wait.
He said you can't even park cars. Yeah, what's up? Nathan King. I don't know if I should say it like that, but hey, appreciate it. Nath King. Maybe I'll say Nathan King. I don't know, but appreciate it. What's up? Talk to me.
Out screaming
Got
and
any comments on the video or whatnot?
letting go of the wheel.
But I
And most
appreciate
of you chicks can't even drive. So don't talk to me about flying planes. You can't even park cars. So that's the truth. That's the truth.
Wait. Now,
sorry,
I just want to get
Mari,
the
sorry.
numbers.
Mari,
What?
sorry. Let's let. No, guys. Now we're
We're having fun.
We got one ping.
Lagging now. Yeah, one ping.
One
So
ping.
much facts right now.
Yeah,
So
too much facts. YouTube is trying to suppress. I was.
Jay had a point. And
All right, yeah. So just so I know who was going up
Audio.
next. We had Blue, and then you wanted to go.
Not
Oh,
Blue.
you.
Jay could go.
All right. What?
Everyone
And
can
then
go
who else?
first.
So you three wanted to go, right?
That's fine.
All right, cool. So
Super chats first. I guess.
yeah, I'll read the super chats while we wait for the ping to come back up. Sorry, guys. This happens sometimes every now and then, especially late at night.
Yeah,
$20 from for all. It's a woman's responsibility to create the
Okay, it's
perception
not
of
me.
absolute fidelity and reduce his
lagging,
anxiety
that's
about
not
your
me.
potential infidelity as a close
All right, that makes me feel better. That's not me. People are saying it's lagging. Okay.
to nil as possible. Guy friends make men doubt your infidelity. Yeah, sorry. Guy friends make men doubt your fidelity if you love him. Facts. $50, Jabrizi Magic. If she dropped all her guy friends, she'd probably be able to keep a man. I smash and pass chicks like her all the time.
Oh shit.
Gosh.
Sergio Barrios.
Jesus.
It's true though. Like, yo, if you got a lot of guy friends, what's gonna happen? The guy's
Not
immediately
for
gonna think
$6.99.
he's gonna he's gonna no. He actually donated 50. But it's true. Like if you deal with a girl and she has like hoe tendencies, you're just about all right, recreational use only, and you ain't gonna take her serious.
That's true.
Exactly.
And he's
It would be clear at that point. It would be clear.
well known, by the way.
Yeah, he's actually a celebrity magician.
Oh.
Shout out to our boy Jabrizi. Sergio Barrios, $500, Mexican, 500 pesos. Thank you so much. Master Poe, please, Yoga Flame, Jake Paul into Oblivion. The War Room is the best network and it's not even close. Cheers. Thank you so much for that, bro. And then we got $20 from Gina Smiles. Congrats
I
on
didn't see that War Room was like 5,000 plus.
Okay, thank you, Gina.
Shout out-
Appreciate
shout
it.
out Gina.
Shout out to Gina. Uncle Ricky, $100. Interate.
But I guess you got to get on that level, you know.
Instarate, please.
Instarate, please.
Oh, Instarate, please. Okay, and he puts his Instagram. Also, I worry your good woman stays home while you go out is cultural rather than universal. I want a girl to party with. I'm down to hook up with other people with her. Did boot camp with Owen Cook. Lots of girls plus healthy relationships.
I like him.
But you definitely wouldn't hook up with another. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't let her bring another man back like that. You wouldn't let that happen. Yeah, you're cool with, you know what I'm saying? Another woman, that's cool. That's
He
fine.
says that on here, but come on, man.
Ah.
It's cap. I think I was the first.
Yeah,
like, no.
but she lives
Boot camp
in
with-
this fairy tale land where these little friend zone dudes are just saying anything. They're just, I mean, they're just saying anything. Like this is what she's thinking that they don't even like. She's living in this fairy tale land. She just said, "Oh, I like him." That's what my like. Your little man friends. They're just phony. They're just going along with the flow, trying to get any little thing they can. Feels like lames. They're lames. And the one dude who just told you straight up that, yeah, I'm just trying to smash, whatnot. Like, you was just there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Lots
just
of
stop.
girls plus healthy relationships.
I like
If
him.
he wants to find someone to hang out with like that, he'll find somebody who talks sports, who talks about the shit he's talking about. Not you, not astrology.
He says that on here,
Like,
but
they're
come on, man.
They're just going with the flow.
I think
saying
I was the
anything.
first. Like, no dude. He's going to cook lots of girls plus healthy relationships.
I like him.
Like, please get naked. Like, that's just the truth. That's just the truth.
He says that on here, but come on, man. It's cap. I think I was
I agree.
the first. Like, no dude is okay with their girl getting fucked by
But
another
why
guy.
would he say
We didn't
it?
say other guys.
No one ever said
Because he's
that.
probably gonna slide into your DMs later and say, I'll take you on a date.
I was
I'm
lying.
open.
And I won't.
I'm open.
Stop.
$10. Shout out to the Kings, FNF Chris and the FNF podcast, Tate and the lovely guest. Congratulations on the 500K. Most YouTubers take years to get 1 million subs, and y'all got started a year ago. Legends. Yeah, we had 500K in a year.
Thanks,
It's awesome.
Period.
Or 13 months. Nick Pin, $100. I think I was the first or second one to order the merch hoodie. Salute to Fresh and Fit for the 500K subs. Myron,
And we're gonna do like a podcast in like an hour and a half.
The
whatever,
Marksman
with my little homies, and we'll be talking and stuff.
well, and Fresh in the Lambo.
Lambo boys.
And then are we got back up to ping, Chris?
Let's see.
Yeah,
Yep.
we are. Okay, so Miss Blue, go ahead, take it away.
Well, I forgot where we were going with it. So.
Why you
Simply
want
put,
why you want a woman to fly the plane?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the thing. I am not entirely disagreeing with you
Oh,
that men
back.
and women are different and have different strengths. I completely agree. And I think that
Yep.
because men, and so maybe, you know what? Maybe I can agree with you on that.
High five.
We-
Let's leave it there. Don't ruin it.
No, no, no,
You look so good. Baby,
No.
you look smart now. Just leave it. Don't fuck it up. Don't
No,
fuck it up,
listen.
baby. Listen.
Maybe,
Right here,
maybe I
though.
can agree with you on that.
High
He's
five.
saying all
They-
this fairy tale stuff, like, oh, they're like, whatever.
Men,
Look at
and
her.
so maybe You know what? Maybe I can agree with you on
Watch
that.
this.
High five.
We-
Let's leave it there. Don't ruin it.
No, 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 no. Maybe I can agree with you on that.
This is a
High
high
five.
five.
Let's leave it there. Don't ruin it.
No, no, no.
Baby,
No.
you look smart now. Just leave it. Don't fuck it up. Don't
No,
fuck it up,
listen.
baby. Listen,
Women-
one second, because Mars is in the high Taurus. Baby.
You're annoying.
Mars is in high Taurus, baby.
I am a
You don't
Taurus.
need to keep talking,
annoying.
baby. Mars is in high
No.
Taurus.
She
You're
Wow.
annoying.
They smashing right after the show. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this though. Look at
You know
this.
what?
She
Maybe-
even said all this fairy
Maybe I can agree with you.
All this fairyland
You on
stuff.
that.
What?
High five.
We-
This
Let's
is a
leave it
high
there.
five.
Don't ruin it.
No, no,
Look
no.
at they're both committed.
Baby,
No.
you look smart now. Just leave it. Don't fuck it up.
Like she
Don't
thinks
fuck
like
it up,
okay a
baby.
little bit like
Listen,
all right,
Women-
one second.
I'm gonna pull away a little bit.
Because
Okay, I don't think it's
Mars is in
Then
the
she
high.
commits
Mars
back
is in
to
the
it.
high Taurus. Baby.
You're annoying.
Mars is in high
I
Taurus,
know.
baby.
I am a
You don't
Taurus.
need to
You're
keep talking,
annoying.
baby. Mars is in high
No.
Taurus.
She must.
Men may have
yeah.
physically
You can't
stronger
fool me.
attributes than
Maybe.
women.
Yeah, maybe.
They
Maybe.
smash right after.
But we also give
not a
birth.
maybe, it's
They
biological.
smashed right after the show. This was a 30-second.
High
No.
Taurus.
This
She
was
must.
a
Men-
30-second.
Women-
supposed to be
One
a high
second, because
five.
Mars is in the.
This was supposed to be a high five. Then 30 seconds later, they still holding hands over here. Look at her. Look at her. Like these. Look at her. Look at her having a great time. Yeah.
Baby, Mars is in high.
She said all this fairyland, like, oh, these men, they just, you think now you. Goodness.
No.
Taurus.
She must.
Men may have physically
And that's not me why it's lagging. It's just the video.
stronger attributes than
Maybe.
women.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. But we also give
It's not a
birth.
maybe, it's biological
And-
fact. It's not a maybe.
not
but we
maybe.
also give birth.
Of course, you.
And we carry a child.
I agree. I'm
And
saying
they've done
you-
that for years
You
and years
do amazing
without
things. You do
different
such
pain.
amazing things. Females are
Yeah.
such amazing
She didn't
creatures.
give
You
us
create
credit.
life.
I don't
You didn't
think
give
that
us
it's
credit.
fair. So this is where I was going with that, is that I don't think it's necessarily fair to hold one higher than the other just because your physical attributes that you withhold within your body are different than ours. They're both amazing strengths. And because of that, all right, because of that, you guys maybe when it comes to, calculating shit, you might be able to do that faster than us. Emotionally and mentally, when it comes to processing our feelings, we may be able to do that faster than you. So what I'm saying is that
They cut my stream, the first one, and then did a new one. Like,
you're not necessarily
Lamos.
higher in ranks and we are not necessarily higher in ranks than you, but we are both equal in the sense that just as there is a yin, there is a yang.
Yeah.
And both are equally as important to coexist with one another. So you are no better.
all right, nobody is saying that. Look it. Nobody's saying that you're spitting everything that
But we are both
they've been saying. Everything he's been saying, you're coming
equal
back.
in the sense that just as there is a yin, there is a yang.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
both are
you play a valuable role. Again, you play a valuable role, but we're not on the same playing field.
equally as
We're not out here on the same playing fields. That's just what it is. Like, you don't like the value having a baby, doing these certain things. That is yes, but we're not on the same playing field.
important to coexist with one another. So you are no better than us and we're no better than you.
We're going to war. We're supposed to be security. We're supposed to do all. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're just not on the same playing field.
But we both have strengths and we
Yeah.
both have weaknesses and they are meant to balance each other out. So therefore, I do believe that we're equal.
Baby. Baby.
All right.
Baby, listen,
Then
baby,
you're up next, and then you're up next.
baby, baby, baby.
Baby.
No, listen. Everything you just said is everything I was fucking saying. Now, listen.
Bro, right after this this got over.
It's amazing
they
how-
smashed. Sorry, it is what yeah.
Quickly, I can get her
It
to
happened.
agree with everything I say. Isn't that
Yeah.
beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? Now she's all like, yeah, Tate said it, and she's like loving it. Listen, that's exactly what I said. You girls are completely, you females can do things men could never do. The fact that women can give life is literally
He's barely and just take the key. He's barely looked at her. This woman over here, he's really actually rarely made contact. I don't know if he even has. He might have freaking gave her the high five, freaking dap up without even looking.
a miracle. It's a beautiful thing.
He will look at
I'm
others.
not saying
He's not looking at
that
her.
the world can function without women. I'm not saying you're valueless. In fact, I'm saying that you're all so important that if you were to get on a plane about to fly through a hurricane and you tried to choose a chick, I'd have to slap you in the fucking mouth and say, know what you're doing, because you're going to die. You need a man. Men have evolved to protect females. You live in a world now where all this feminist crap is going to convince you that men are out here to oppress you. We're not out here to oppress you. We spent the largest majority of human time going to die in a field by ourselves.
Come on. To protect y'all and the kids out here.
Human time going to die in a field by ourselves to protect you while you sat at home. It's absolutely disrespectful.
So, yeah.
To look at all the men who died in World War I, World War II, charging through fucking gunfire to protect their wives and children. That's why they did it.
But
You
the
don't
women
know.
didn't sit at
No,
home,
no,
they
I'm
raised
talking. I'm
children.
talking.
Don't cut them off.
I'm talking.
It's
This is
boring.
what men do. We've evolutionarily. I'm
Children.
talking to protect their wives and children. That's why they did it.
But the
You don't
women
know.
didn't sit
No,
at
no,
home,
no,
they
I'm
raised
talking. I'm
children.
talking.
Don't cut them off.
I'm talking.
It's
This
boring.
is what men do. We've evolutionally.
Look,
Talking.
she
I'm
low-key,
talking.
Don't-
she low-key over here about to freaking turn
Protect
on out
their
here.
wives and children.
He said, looky, take these notes, man. He said, stop
why
talking.
they
Stop
did it.
talking.
You don't know.
Look at her.
No, no, I'm
Look
talking.
at her
I'm
face.
talking.
Don't cut them off.
I'm
She's
talking.
like, ooh.
It's
This is
boring.
what men do. We've
And says she likes the little friend zone dude. No, you don't.
evolutionarily, we're designed
Clearly.
to protect you. That's why we have faster reactions. And that's why if you get rid of the feminist, fem-centric crap and actually be truthfully honest with yourself, if you were to go into any kind of dangerous scenario, you would want a man at the helm. That makes you, and admitting that makes you a lot more of a woman than sitting there going, no, I want an Instagram influencer. I want some bimbo
Oh, stop.
bitch on the fucking plane. You don't. You want some old dude who's going to sit there who flew planes his whole life. That's who I fucking want, and that's who you want. It's the truth.
Okay, so did you have something you wanted to say back to that, or
I do, because
okay, and then them too, please.
you guys, you may have in the past done that, and that was the
Hey?
situation. Just as you protected the country or whoever, we protected the children. We had to raise them. We had to bear them. Okay, so that is also
yes.
equally as important. However,
But you didn't get shot. But yes,
Yeah, you didn't get. We pretended you didn't get shot, but okay, you were there. Yes.
carry on.
but we also gave birth, and this was before epidural. So what are we talking about? If you could do that and you could birth a whole child, a whole human through your pussy, I will commend you. But until you do that, I can't. But I can say, however, that feminism isn't about women needing to be equal physically. It's about women needing to be equal in our rights. So that's not saying that, you guys can protect
But you don't want to pay for dinner.
us, but we need to be able to protect you too. It's saying that we deserve a certain level of respect that you
Agree. Yes.
demand. We deserve the same amount of respect that you demand from us.
My dear.
We deserve that, and we are demanding that from you for being able to hold our weight and do the same things just in different ways. That's what feminism is about. It's not about, well, we sat at home, so we, no.
My dear, I don't want you and I to argue too much and conquer the podcast. I know I agree with what I understand what you're saying. You're saying that feminism is about women having equal rights under the law. Let me give you a very quick red pill. Women have basically every advantage under the law today. Any divorce court, any court when it comes to custody, there's not a single law where they say men can do this and women can't do this, but there's about 1,000 that say women can and men can't. So you already have an advantage under the law. So you can drop the feminism crap. And what I'm saying is, when I talk about femcentricism, when you're going to sit here and lie to yourself and pretend you want a female pilot on that plane, what you have to understand is, to some degree, you've been programmed by femcentric society, which is telling you that in a scenario where you have to make a very binary and simple choice, you don't feel comfortable enough to say, I want a man in control. You all just sat here and said you want a relationship with a man in control. But when you're on a plane in a hurricane, you don't want a man in control. You're lying to yourselves. And I'm telling you this now. You need to resist the slave mind. And I'm telling you this because the world we live in, because the world we live in now is nothing but slave minds. The people who wear the mask in their car by themselves because the news told them to, and they're getting their 15th booster shot. This is the slave mind.
Yeah, come on, getting their 15th booster shot. When is it gonna end? How many booster shots you gonna freaking get? Like, you just up. Now, I committed to it already. Like, at that point, you're just saying, bro, I said I should have got the shot before. So, shoot, I just gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. Don't even think twice about it. Like, yep, guess I'm getting another shot. I already told everyone they should have did it.
The people who wear the
now I'm
mask
gonna keep doing it.
in their car by themselves because the news told them to, and they're getting their 15th booster shot. This is the slave mind.
That's not lying.
When you're
Not
sitting
lying.
here repeating
You just follow exactly what, like, lame.
things, not because they're honest, because you think it's the right thing to say, then you need to seriously analyze where you got those opinions from
Facts.
and if they're actually true.
Facts.
Because I'm telling you now, the smartest thing a woman could say is, you know what? If I had to get on that plane, I certainly I'd rather my man fly it than me. You know, it ain't me. My
Can I
man,
change my answer?
my man drives.
No,
My
nice
man
statement.
drives
I
the
think I
car.
don't care.
Okay, sure.
All right.
When you and your man
don't
go
care.
driving, you and your man have to drive across the country. Who's driving? Probably the man.
Me.
So
That's just facts, right? Right there. Go
You and your
ahead.
man go
Go ahead. Y'all driving across the country, whatever. Who's really driving out there? You know what I'm saying? Who
driving, you and your man
getting the tough shifts? You
have to
feel
drive across
me?
the country. Who's driving? Probably the man.
Me.
So you just need to be more honest with yourselves. And when we say you're lying, we're not trying to insult you. We're trying to say that you're bought into a slave mindset. You're bought into this narrative, and you think you have to say girl. You really don't. I'll sit here and say I want women to look after my children in a play school. I'm not gonna sit here and go, dudes. I want dudes. That's bullshit. And that's what you girls look like. You look like you're doing that, and that's why I'm warning you against it.
All right, so you had something and you had something. Go ahead.
Okay, so like piggyback of both like what y'all saying. So I think men, obviously, if it was the pilot situation, I'll pick a man. Not because like, oh, I feel safer with a man or I feel safer with a man. It's just like facts. Who dominate the pilot field? Men. Who have more experience? Men. If I pick a woman, come on now, guys. There's like less than 10% like pilots that are females in this world. Is
this pulled off of any facts? Or is she like just like, you know what I'm saying, kind of making this up? Like, you would have to have a good decent amount of facts about pilots before coming onto the podcast.
Women, come on now, guys. There's like less than 10% like pilots that are females in this world. Let's be very honest.
Like I couldn't pull up this fact right here, but if you can, hey, that's awesome. But
aside from supporting sisters, supporting our men, who do we really sit here and think is gonna like save us in this situation? A man. Yeah, we can sit here and be like, yeah, we're gonna support our girls. Of course, I want to support my sister. Of course, no matter what she is. But
shit hits the fan. Sis dipping.
if we're looking at the situation for what it is, if we're like going down, who do you want? The person, the gender who had the most experience, which is men. It doesn't matter if it's like biological or whatever it is. It's facts. Men dominate the pilot field. We're not like, let's like set aside all like the feminism and all that. Men just dominated. So yeah, I could agree that, yeah, I would want a woman because I feel more safer and like, you know, I can relate to a female, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, who have the most pilot degrees?
But also who have been legally able to hold jobs longer.
You're right, because men have like for like as long as like history could like be written, men has always ran stuff. We didn't have like rights to say anything. We didn't get like
I got this. Ladies, you guys I got you, Andrew, for a second. The problem is that you guys are responding with your emotions and you're not thinking logically, which is fine. You're on a podcast. You got some guys on here that are challenging your belief system. Probably the first time in your life you've ever been told by a man that you can't do something because guys are trying to get laid when they deal with you. I get it. But the reality is this, okay? Men are physically superior to women.
And then I'll maybe check
That's a
on
biological
the
fact.
game, check on the basketball games or Apex.
We're stronger than you guys.
Well, we're
we have
talking about
stronger.
driving a plane.
Hold on, let me finish. We're stronger than you guys. We have higher bone density. We have more muscle mass. We have fast reaction time compared to you guys. You look at professional video gamers. They're all men. They're not girls. Girls that play video games professionally still get stomped, and they don't have any physical advantages as far as like the man goes. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not physicality. It's reaction time. Look at athletes, men and women athletes. Even in sports where it doesn't necessarily require like physicality, the men win. Why? Because men are superior physically, and a lot of the times with reaction times and everything, things that involve physicality, men are superior. Now, you mentioned birthing a child. Yes, men can't do that, and there's things that women can do that men can't, and vice versa. But ladies, you got to accept the reality that men tend to be better at things that deal with physicality, protection, provisioning, etc. So
and panic,
as well, because that comes into physicality. If I told you guys, question, you're defending a kingdom. You got 20,000 men. You got 20,000 women. Who are you going to send to battle? The 20,000 women or the 20,000 men?
The men.
Okay.
men.
Now,
The men.
now here's the thing. The women are capable of going to battle, correct?
Of course.
They're capable, but they're inferior. So if all the stakes are on that battle, you're going to send the best and the brightest. You're going to send the men, correct? So if you send the men, that doesn't mean that the women aren't capable of doing it. It just means that the men are far better at doing it.
Okay.
So
All right, that was good. That was good. Spit that.
same thing with the pilot. Women can be pilots too, but men are better pilots because we have more of them, and women choose not to become pilots, and the ones that do are not as good as the guys.
100% agree.
So, you know, are there anomalies out there? Women that could be as good at pilots as men? Sure. But
Mm.
the reality is most aren't. Women don't care about being pilots. Women don't care about being engineers. Women don't care about being architects. Women don't care about entering certain job positions. That's fine. It's all a choice. But a lot of the times, the reason why women choose to go into certain careers and not others is because women are better at certain things than men are. They want to be nurses. They want to be teachers. They want to be play school.
You're
They
not
want
gonna
to work
see a million just women engineer. You
in
know
nursing
what I'm
schools,
saying?
whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Nurseries. Like women are better with people, men are better with things. There's nothing wrong with that. He's not saying that men are better than women. He never said that.
We all
just
agreed on
said-
that. Yeah.
No,
No,
but
since
facts.
no, because she kept saying a couple times. Well, that doesn't mean that someone is higher than another. No, all he's simply saying is that someone is higher than another in a certain aspect.
Situation.
That does
agree.
not
Yeah.
mean that men are better than
I don't
women
disagree
or
with
vice
that.
Okay,
versa.
good, good.
And look,
Yeah, Jaco's on point with that.
It just so happens that men are better than women at all the things that keep society running.
and look, if you
In a
want,
petit-
Like so, like we're not like better at the things that literally like the buildings that you live in. You know what I'm saying? The buildings you live in, the freaking halftime, the freaking math that whatever creates whatever, doing all like.
That men are better than women at all the things that keep society running.
and look, if you
in a
want,
patriarchal
That's a fact.
society,
And look,
in a patriarchal
if you
society,
want-
if we were in a matriarchal society, it would be different because we would be doing things
You guys would have been
less
killed off.
linear.
you've been dead.
You wouldn't
How
I
exist.
would we-
disagree.
How would we be killed?
So look,
okay, we'll see.
if you want,
Wait, no, hold on.
We'll just
Name-
see what
hold on,
happens
hold
in
on.
the next 100 years.
Hold on, no. Real quick question. Quick question.
We'll see how we
name
go. at
name
this
one
rate.
matriarchy that has stood the test of time.
Name one patriarchy that's stood the test of time.
The one you're in right now.
We've only been around what 240 something years.
I'll
We don't
answer
know
your
how long
question
it's
for
gonna
you.
How long does a what is it called? How long does a shit usually last? What's the
Okay,
word?
let me
Like
put it
250?
simply for you. The reason
Look
why
where we're at.
matriarchy has never stood the test of time is because if a woman-led society was there, they would get conquered by the men. The men would come in, kill all the soldiers, take the beautiful ones, and that's it. Y'all will be gone. The matriarchy has never stood the test of time because they've been destroyed by every patriarchy since.
That's true. That is true, my dear.
We've never really seen a female
And-
built
No,
society.
no, you
either,
have.
know?
No, you have.
Can you
This is
explain
the
one, for
thing about
example?
history you must understand. Myron's making a very important point.
Mhm.
Please, and when I was saying earlier about resist the slave mind, this is one of those situations where you have to keep your mind open, right?
Okay.
Resist the slave mind. Resist it. Since the dawn of human time, every single society that we can name
Okay.
was led by men. Agreed?
I agree.
Okay.
All right. We'll slow down on that. Let me just check the scores real quick. For some of these games, see what folks are doing in the NBA, right? What's I do want to check on this. If I wasn't on YouTube, we would watch it real quick. But I am on YouTube as well as Twitch, so I won't turn it on. I know YouTube be tripping. Okay, Aldridge out here. Aldridge got 13, KD 6, 3 and 2. What you got? Harden 7, 5 and 6. Couple turnovers. KD you're -5, -2. James Johnson contributing. Damn, where'd all the Claxton hype go? Where did all the Claxton? I really like Cam Thomas. He's like Bradley Beal. Very much Bradley Beal to me. What you doing, Doncic? 10, 4, 5. 1 turnover. Porzingis. Oh, 8, 6, and 5. Porzingis dropping dimes, assists, blocks. Porzingis has been pretty good this year. He's been pretty good. I won't lie about that. What's the next little games? Knicks, Spurs. Tickets as low as $3. Knicks, Spurs. Okay. Should I keep going? And I'm also gonna stream. I'm gonna be on a podcast with
What is the
friends. We'll talk in like an hour. I'm gonna start streaming in the morning too. With like financial information and stuff like that. Let's do Apex for a bit. I've been having fun with this, but let's do Apex for a bit. Is that cool? We do Apex for a bit. See, I could turn this over, but I think you'll start to see my mic. Okay, I should make it more straight. That's actually better. Yeah, say what's up in the chat though. Say what's up in the chat. I'm keeping the content going. I just dropped a NBA video on the channel like 2 hours ago maybe. You can check that out too. But yeah, I'm on my grind. So I'm gonna keep the content going. Little Apex right now though. We'll take a break from the fresh and fit, but they be spitting facts. Like, I had me on the fence a little bit at some points on this little red pill stuff, but like they spitting facts, bro. Like they spitting facts. I was a little skeptical. But yeah, they did. Ooh, shit. I like that. Bro, I need more characters, like, straight up. On this account, I just don't have them all, and I'm seer. Hey, you too, Shifty. Appreciate it. Appreciate you popping in, brother. Appreciate you popping in, brother. I'm gonna keep the content going. I'm all gas, no brakes. So I'm gonna do a bunch of little things. That red pill stuff, it kind of has my eye right now, so I'm watching some of those videos. But I'm gonna do a bunch of stuff. I'm about to do a podcast in like an hour with my friends. We're gonna hop on. And in the mornings, I'm gonna start doing like a financial stream. It'll probably be really early in the morning. It can be like 6 a.m. to be honest.
They can have the ground. Eye on the sky.
Victory is assured, but
Ready up.
make it
It's go time.
This is your champion.
Something's happening there, but it's 100% by the deadline. Dame will be traded or major moves, and I don't see them making.
Andy Jumpmaster, let us be the last to the flame.
So I think Dame is traded.
Your efforts were electro-cute, but I've evolved past that.
Like a silent demand. I kind of want to go out here, but.
I never say
Let us sit
die.
down here.
I fight until it.
Solid copy.
Can you feel it? The heat of the flame goes to us all.
I'm rusty. I gotta commit back to Apex. I haven't really been playing as much, and I sometimes be getting exposed, especially on the PC.
Rampage here. Round 1.
Not as natural.
Countdown. Fox 3, sending the payload.
The next ring's far, my friend.
Attention. First blood.
First blood. I don't play for a minute.
need light ammo.
I get more weapons.
R99 here. Crazy rate of fire. Use anything you run it. Volt SMG here.
Comment in the chat though. Talk to me.
R301 here.
How's everyone's days going?
Light ammo here.
I could put that to use.
Looking for sniper optics. I need energy ammo.
Might be alright.
Standard stock here. Level 1. Standard stock here. Level 2. I need it.
Tell me what character, if y'all play Apex, what characters y'all use, and whatnot. But yeah, I'm having
Fox 3, firing missiles.
hours, so.
I need energy ammo.
And I'll
Charging up my
stream it, but
shields.
like the actual video will go on a different channel than this current one.
Rings closing in 1. Shotgun bolt here. Level 3.
So I guess it'll be on both, but it'll be actual video instead of a stream on that channel.
Looking for sniper outfit. 45 seconds. Ring ain't close. Oscar Mike, ladies.
Alright, let's go. Somebody's trying to pop by.
Attention. There is a new kill leader.
New kill leader. Labels are a curse. And a target. Just 10 seconds left.
A lot of shit going on.
Rings closing and we're all in the danger zone.
I hate dealing with these prowlers. They're not fun. Getting somebody from the right.
Half the squads have bought the farm. We got this.
So annoying.
Care package being delivered. Care package coming down. Gonna get in a dog
We
fight
must go
there.
here. Going with you.
I'm not dealing with
New kill leader appointed.
Watch for the new kill leader.
Shoot, the map's got a little flack though.
Taking damage.
How they were performing earlier in the year. It didn't look right.
Need to
Ball was
compose
out of
Got another bandit.
his hands earlier, and And I mean, they're still not just plain amazing.
Need an
But,
extended energy mag.
I mean, if you got Porzingis better than what he was, you know what I mean? If he's used better, like
Probably
Looking for
nothing.
sniper
But I'm
optics.
keeping an eye out
doing a
over
good
there.
job, you know, off that premise alone.
Firing.
Can I see a goofball? Make sure nobody's trying to sneak me. Make sure no fool's trying to sneak me. All these girls in the club, I got my eye. What the? My eyes on you. All these girls in the club, I got my eyes on you. Damn, I didn't have no shield.
Alert 5. Ready to scorch for burn.
I was going around like,
Main engine burn.
like that.
Talion bandit out there.
Oh, you better not be down there.
Giving him the saw someone out there. Stay focused.
Should be able to sense them now. Yeah, I don't think they're close.
Death box over here.
Oh, they are talking.
Enemy trap, watch out.
Charging on my shields.
I can get hit by them.
Talion bandit out there. New kill leader. Got a bogey on my marker.
Don't suppose you're old, yeah. Like slightly different. No syringes.
Padlocked a bandit.
I'm gonna have to run through one.
Healing. Watch my back.
Another bogey.
I'm taking fire.
Taking a knee. Patching up.
I'm not ready. Oh,
Need to come
he
down. I'm down.
distracted me
Why
enough
didn't
for
you use
that,
your
though.
ult for this dog?
Yeah, that was not ideal.
Eyes up.
Hold up. Healing.
Down for a second. He coming toward us. You see him on the left. Got him.
Knocked one.
Got him. Alright.
That's the kill leader we just bagged. Mark it on the board.
That's cool. Give me back.
R301 here. Standard issue.
Defending that
Very
area
dependable.
there.
Light ammo here.
I gotta get back in the storm. Run, baby. I ain't complaining, but I gotta basically run from here, like, and just keep running. I need syringes.
Death body here. R301 here. an Evo shield here. Level 2.
Bro, I can't see my health. I can't see my health, I repeat. What's up with that? Bro, I can't see my health. I don't know what I'm at.
Taking a beat to heal.
One sec. Healing up.
Somebody. Oh my gosh, this is horrible.
We can cruise over here.
Like, I'm gonna die off that.
Taking a beat to heal.
That I can't see my health right now. That's crazy.
Alert 5, Valkyrie on standby, ready for burn.
Just dead.
Go for burn.
Let's relocate here.
Taking a beat to heal.
Care package coming down.
Let's go this way.
Straight up can't see my health. That is a ginormous detriment.
Need to compose myself.
One sec. Healing up.
I don't know when, if I'm about to die. I don't know none of that.
Radar says we're all over the map.
Taking a
I
beat
have
to
no
heal.
information. It looks like it's hurting me more. I can't tell though.
Taking a beat to heal.
Let's go to the quadrant down here.
Taking a beat to heal.
Try to completely get it and go off.
Need to compose myself.
Taking a knee. Patching up.
Got a ways to go for the next ring.
Replicator coming down, my friend. Need to compose myself.
Healing. Watch my back.
More syringes.
Need to compose myself. Bleeding out.
Oh. Like, that's just messed up. This game did that to me.
Fox 3, visual clear. Good tone.
Messed up.
This way. Come.
Radar says we're all over the map.
Rings nearby. 1 minute till close.
Yeah, just kill me now.
We're not alone, squad. Got a bogey.
Wish you could, like,
Rings
commit
next door.
suicide.
45.
Couldn't Call of Duty. Fell out or whatever. You fell on the ground. Like, it was just like, up, suicide. Just kill me now.
Got a bandit close by. Ultimate's ready. Who wants to fly? Bogey over there.
Both running with snipers.
Not showing their heads to me. Other. Team
Enemy
underneath.
over there.
Warning.
It's on. Ring's moving.
Being delivered.
Incoming care package. Pro tip, don't try grabbing something moving at that trajectory.
Enemy spotted. Let's go this quadrant out here.
Alright.
Attention.
Hey, talk to me in the chat. Talk to me in the chat.
New kill leader. They can have it. My sights are set high. Got ourselves a bandit out there. scope this quadrant out here.
Pull back here.
All the girls in the club, I got my eyes on you. Oh, I just realized that they were talking about. They said 8:30,
Talion bandit here.
and of course we're on different time zone. This is the first time I was just thinking, oh, 8:30 my time.
Warning.
I'm still excited
In
about that.
progress.
We may have a stoppage in between.
Hold.
Pretty soon. Take a break for a bit. And might just post a video. I don't know if I'll live stream this one. And it gets a little intense. It gets a little intense over there. So might have to cut out some things from YouTube. You feel me? So maybe it's
Hostile over there.
Just get in.
Round 5. Beginning ring countdown.
Third party battles they're fighting.
yeah, but I just gotta probably just commit a little bit to being good at Apex and really focus. I can do it, but I've just been non-committal and I'm stagnant.
Ultimate's
Stagnant
ready.
for a while.
Who wants to fly?
My ult's not up yet. I'm in ring
I
though.
guess that's a good surveillance though. Yeah, that's all she used it for.
Saw someone out there. Stay focused.
Oh, that wraith.
We have our Apex champions.
I should have contributed more, don't get me wrong. Mine 5 and 8 for Harden. KD's average, playing average. They got the Rockets. Nets got the Rockets tomorrow. So they got a back-to-back. Dallas playing in Dallas and Houston. Makes sense. Makes sense. Millsap just needs to. He's done. You're cooked. You're cooked, Millsap. It's over. Porzingis, this is good though. This is good. Make both your free throws. Doncic turned up a little bit, so I might start watching this for a little bit, then head into the podcast. But I'll stream tomorrow morning, and probably late tomorrow night as well. But tomorrow morning, pretty early, I'll be back on. I'm back on my grind. I'm keep going, and I might just stream randomly, just out somewhere, from my phone or something. So just keep paying attention. Keep going. I'm gonna keep going. So JBAPC, we out for now. See y'all. I'm gonna do the little podcast in like probably a little bit longer. Maybe like an hour and a half from now to be honest. 'Cause 8:30 West Coast time, so might stream it on here, or we might just put the YouTube video on my other little channel. But appreciate everyone for checking in, everyone who's chatting, Nathan King, YouTube Shiesty, my little squad, my little babies. J babies. I need a nickname. I need